get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. See, come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
You know, it is a shakedown. It is a targeted attack, but Shannon needed to have some accountability because he gave them something to shake down. He gave them something to target by making poor choices.
Trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Oh, you don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. I do. This is your auntie talking to you.
I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. See, come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror.
What if a single leaked video could torch a Hall of Fame legacy? Shannon Sharpe, the NFL icon turned media titan, was untouchable until Katt Williams dropped a jaw-dropping clip claiming Sharpe fled the country on a private jet. From an embarrassing Instagram Live fumble to a $50 million lawsuit accusing him of serious crimes, Sharpe's world is crumbling. Is he really running from justice, or is Williams spinning a viral lie? This saga's got more twists than a thriller, so let's dive into the chaos that's got the internet in a chokehold.
Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media.
Shannon Sharpe didn't just play football, he redefined it. Growing up in Glenville, Georgia, he clawed his way from a small-town kid to a 3-time Super Bowl champ with the Denver Broncos and Baltimore Ravens. With over 10,000 receiving yards and a knack for clutch plays, Sharpe set the standard for NFL tight ends. His 2011 Hall of Fame induction cemented his legend, but Sharpe wasn't done. He swapped cleats for a mic, co-hosting FS1's Undisputed with Skip Bayless, where his fiery debates drew millions. Later, he joined ESPN's First Take, outshining even Stephen A. Smith with his quick wit. His Club Shay Shay podcast became a cultural phenomenon, with A-listers like Katt Williams in 2024 pulling record views. Sharpe wasn't just a star, he was a movement, blending sports, culture, and charisma. But even the brightest stars can crash, and Sharpe's first tumble came in a way no one expected.
It was Katt, because he told me. He said, they're gonna come for you. And I was like, Katt, come on, Katt. I mean, I just, you know.
On September 11th, 2024, Sharpe's Instagram Live lit up, but it wasn't the usual workout flex or fan quanda. Instead, 3.2 million followers heard something shocking. Intimate audio with moans, murmurs, and what sounded like Sharpe's unmistakable voice. X went berserk, with memes flooding feeds faster than a kickoff return. Unk Wilden, one user posted, racking up 50,000 likes. Another quipped, Shannon fumbled the privacy settings. Sharpe initially cried hack, but on his Nightcap podcast, he fessed up. I didn't know Instagram Live was on, he said, admitting it was a private moment gone public. I'm embarrassed. He tried to play it off, even plugging a male enhancement product, but the internet wasn't buying the spin. ESPN stayed silent, issuing no suspension, which raised eyebrows. Was Sharpe untouchable, or was the network dodging a PR nightmare? The incident left a mark, and it was about to get uglier.
They're out there releasing pages and pages of text messages. They're out there releasing audio. It looks to me like both sides are engaged in trying to litigate this in the media before litigating it in a court of law.
The live blunder didn't just fade, it festered. X users kept the jokes alive, with hashtags like #ShannonLive trending for days. Podcast co-host Chad Okosinko Johnson called it a rare misstep for a guy who preached discipline, while fans split into camps. Some defended Sharpe, arguing, let the man live his life. Others saw it as a red flag, with one X post reading, if he's this sloppy online, what else is he hiding? Media outlets pounced, with TMZ running a Shannon's late night slip headline and CNN debating privacy in the digital age. Sharpe leaned into the humor, joking about his senior moment on Nightcap, but the scrutiny grew. His polished image, built on years of motivational quotes and community work, started to crack. Fans wondered how a media pro could botch something so basic, but the real storm was brewing, and it hit like a freight train in 2025.
So he took a screenshot of a text message, which clearly had to have been written by someone else, maybe his lawyer or his PR team. It wasn't written by him. And then he shared it onto X. So people were laughing at him going, you're not supposed to share. You're supposed to make it sound like it actually was written by you.
April 2025 changed everything. A woman identified as Jane Doe slapped Sharpe with a $50 million lawsuit in Nevada, accusing him of sexual assault, battery, and emotional distress. She claimed they met at a Los Angeles gym in 2023 when she was 19, sparking a 2-year relationship. According to the suit, Sharpe turned aggressive, allegedly forcing her into non-consensual acts in October 2024 and January 2025. She accused him of recording their encounters without permission and threatening to choke her if she spoke out. The filings painted a grim picture, alleging Sharpe used his fame to intimidate her. Sharpe hit back on X, calling it a targeted shakedown and insisting the relationship was consensual. His lawyer, Lanny Davis, released explicit text messages to back his claim, but the accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, dropped a bombshell, an audio clip of Sharpe allegedly making violent threats. X exploded with #Shannon lawsuit trending worldwide. Sharpe's clean-cut persona was on life support, and then Katt Williams lit a match.
I do not think that element is true. I do think that he has been behaving sloppily, and so that has caught up with him.
If you thought Katt Williams was just a comedian, think again. The guy who set Sharpe's podcast on fire in 2024 wasn't playing nice in 2025. Days after the lawsuit hit, Williams leaked a grainy cell phone video on X, claiming it showed Sharpe hustling through an international airport terminal toward a private jet. The clip, shaky but gripping, captured a man in a charcoal hoodie, shoulders hunched, moving with Sharpe's signature X-tight endgate. A voice off camera whispered, "That's Unc, bro, he's really leaving." Internet sleuths zoomed in, spotting Sharpe's custom white gold Cuban link chain and diamond-encrusted pendant glinting under fluorescent lights. Williams went full investigative journalist in a 30-minute streaming rant, stitching the footage with screenshots of flight manifests, dating app chats, and a WhatsApp voice note allegedly from Sharpe to a concierge in Sao Paulo. He packed faster than a sprinter at the combine, Williams quipped, tossing in jabs about Sharpe's protein shake obsession while hinting at hush money funneled through offshore shell companies. The video was a viral grenade, but was Sharpe really fleeing? The internet was about to play Sherlock.
So it appears the truth is that Shannon Sharpe essentially quit before he was fired. He wanted to avoid people kind of laughing at him or saying he was fired. Again, I don't wish him bad. I hope that he finds happiness. I don't particularly take him to be a happy or a well-rounded person.
X turned into a crime scene investigation. Users dissected every frame, with some swearing Sharpe was headed to non-extradition havens like Argentina or Brazil, citing the jet's rumored flight path. "He's pulling a Roman Polanski," one post claimed, gaining 20,000 retweets. Others bought Sharpe's team's story that he was shooting a documentary in Belize, but bloggers sniffed out the holes. Belize wasn't on the leaked itinerary. An aviation expert on YouTube broke down the jet's tail number, noting a suspicious 2-day gap in its schedule. Reddit threads buzzed with theories: Sharpe hiding in Buenos Aires under his grandfather's surname or lounging on a yacht off Cartagena, Colombia. TikTok exploded with "Where's Unc" edits set to dramatic beats, while "Shannon Skips Country" out-trended NFL draft buzz on Google. Williams fanned the flames, announcing a podcast series, Flight Chronicles, to drop more receipts and daring Sharpe to sue him for defamation. "Sue me from the beach, Unc," he taunted on The Breakfast Club. But Sharpe's silence was louder than any clapback, and it sent the saga into overdrive.
And he wasn't at a strip club, but his text messages have been revealed, and it's quite embarrassing for ESPN. So he used to be on First Take, and now they are putting that on ice.
For a guy who never shied from a mic, Sharpe's vanishing act was deafening. His X feed, a daily mix of sports hot takes and rise and grind quotes, went dark after a post dismissing the accusations as clout-chasing trash. On April 24th, 2025, he announced he was stepping away from ESPN's First Take to focus on family and fight the false lawsuit, promising to return by the NFL preseason. ESPN backed him, but insiders whispered his chair might stay empty. No Club Shay Shay episodes, no nightcap updates. Sharpe was a ghost. Former teammate Tony Gonzalez told a radio show he was concerned, saying running doesn't solve legal woes. Skip Bayless, Sharpe's old undisputed sparring partner, delivered a gleeful monologue comparing the exit to a fourth-quarter meltdown. Ex-users noticed Sharpe's last like was a post from April 20th rejecting the allegations. The silence fueled wild rumors. Some claimed he was in Cancun under an alias, others swore he was spotted in Santiago, Chile. A viral TikTok even placed him on a yacht off Colombia. Sharpe's absence turned him into a trending enigma, but the fallout was already brutal.
It was Katt because he told me. He said they're gonna come for you, and I was like, Katt, come on, Katt. I mean, I just, you know.
Sponsors didn't wait for answers, they ran. A crypto exchange put Sharpe's 7-figure influencer deal under review. A luxury watch brand scrubbed his promo video from YouTube, and 2 supplement companies paused contracts indefinitely. ESPN producers scrambled for first-take replacements, with one insider calling the situation radioactive. Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast saw a flood of 1-star reviews, with comments splitting fans down the middle. "Let Unc clear his name," one wrote, while another raged, "He needs to face this now." Estimates pegged Sharpe's potential endorsement losses at $12, $15 million, a gut punch to his empire. An economic consultancy compared it to Tiger Woods' 2009 scandal, noting Woods took years to recover. Sharpe's inner circle tried to spin the Jet story as a pre-planned business retreat, but the leaked flight path didn't match their Belize alibi. The damage was done, and Katt Williams was just getting warmed up.
I know one thing. If you're 54, you have no reason to be talking to a 19-year-old. She's 22 now. Shannon is 56. I'm so glad that audio of Monique went viral yesterday.
Williams wasn't content with one viral bomb. He wanted a whole fireworks show. On The Breakfast Club, he swore the Jet footage was legit, taunting Sharpe to sue me from wherever you're sipping pina coladas. His Flight Chronicles podcast pre-orders crashed the hosting platform within hours, and his stand-up ticket sales spiked 40%. A cryptic X post with a chessboard missing its king hinted at more leaks, with fans speculating Williams had airport insiders or even Sharpe himself in on the stunt. Industry sources pointed to a 2024 celebrity golf tournament where Sharpe allegedly dismissed Williams' jokes as clown talk, sparking bad blood. Katt keeps receipts, one insider said, and now those receipts were blockbuster content. Williams' Atlanta stand-up set went viral when he pulled out a prop passport, riffing, "I'm not saying it's Shannon's, but it's got extra pages for all that running." Clips topped Reddit, and Williams' streaming numbers outpaced Dave Chappelle's. But behind the laughs, serious questions swirled. Could Sharpe survive this?
What is you doing, Unc? You ain't got no business out here with no 20-year-old white girl, with no 20-year-old period. Nothing wrong with being no freak, but be a freak and it makes sense.
Sharpe's inner circle wasn't staying quiet. His brother Sterling Sharpe, a former NFL star, posted a vague X message about standing tall through lies, rallying some fans. Longtime friend and podcast guest Ricky Smiley urged patience, saying, "Shannon's a fighter, he'll be back." But others weren't so sure. Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez expressed disappointment on a regional radio show, warning that running rarely solves legal problems. Sharpe's old undisputed co-host Skip Bayless leaned into the chaos, holding up a mock boarding pass on FS1 and shouting, "Bon voyage, big guy." The clip hit 2 million views by noon. Meanwhile, Sharpe's legal team stayed mum, fueling speculation they were strategizing remotely. A crisis PR expert called Sharpe's silence a textbook mistake, noting that ceding the narrative to Williams, a storytelling genius, was a losing game. The sports media world felt the ripples, with broadcasters privately admitting they were scrubbing old DMs, fearing their own scandals.
You got this little ass girl sticking her tongue in your ass, your big football playing ass. That ass to play hella football, training camp, 2-a-days, 4 seasons. Funky ass, huh?
The saga sparked bigger debates in the sports and black communities. YouTube's African Diaspora Sports channel argued Williams crossed a line, breaking an unspoken code of solidarity. "We don't air our dirty laundry like this," one host said. Others countered that accountability trumps loyalty, especially with serious accusations. X threads dissected how fame, race, and power shape public reaction to legal trouble, with some accusing the media of piling on Sharpe to sell clicks. Privacy advocates warned that Williams' leaked footage, potentially from airport security, set a dangerous precedent. "Today it's Shannon, tomorrow it's you," one X post read, gaining traction. Williams clapped back sarcastically, posting, "If privacy's the issue, don't sprint through TSA like you're dodging Judgment Day." The cultural firestorm only amplified the story, but the legal stakes were even higher.
Damn, Unc, all these aunties out here. I know an auntie right now with all 49. Got more dimples than a golf ball. You will love it over there.
Because at that point she said that they were in a they were in an actual relationship. They were in Vegas together. So when that happened, she had already kind of been, in this thing where he's verbally abusive, allegedly, but she thought that they were together.
Legally, Sharpe's jet stunt could backfire. Experts noted that while civil cases don't require physical presence, fleeing could sway judges to see consciousness of guilt. One attorney predicted plaintiffs might push for default judgments if Sharpe stays AWOL, targeting his U.S. assets like his Atlanta mansion or podcast revenue. A University of Miami law professor outlined extradition hurdles, saying U.S. treaties with Latin America are tight, but loopholes exist if Sharpe keeps moving. Reddit's legal buffs mapped non-extradition havens, while X-users debated whether Sharpe's wealth could buy him a hideout. The accuser's family issued a statement through their lawyer expressing disappointment that Sharpe chose to evade accountability. They hinted at new witnesses, and court filings showed a motion for expedited discovery in Fulton County. Sharpe's silence left his defense in limbo, but the internet wasn't slowing down.
Sit your old ass down and go find somebody your age and build a family with them. As I said yesterday, men, we need stability and we need discipline.
You should have knew as soon as she said put a big black baby in her what time it was. She don't even want the baby to grow. She want the baby to come out your size soon as she have it.
And she says that she alleges that the was brutal, like it was very it was aggressive. This woman is alleging that Shannon Sharpe raped her multiple times over the course of a 2-year relationship. The relationship that they had was sexual.
The media frenzy hit fever pitch. CNN ran a segment on the ethics of Williams' leak, while Fox Sports sent a crew to LAX, hoping to catch Sharpe rerouting. TMZ tracked the jet's tail number, cross-referencing real-time aviation data. A Chilean blog claimed Sharpe's entourage was spotted in Santiago, and a Miami charter service confirmed a matching jet refueled in Lima. Betting houses suspended wagers on Sharpe's next TV appearance, and a streaming platform tied to an ex-Disney exec put his rumored football show on ice. Public sentiment swung wildly. A poll showed 58% of fans believed Sharpe would return and clear his name, but another found 62% thought the jet clip proved guilt. Both agreed on one thing: everyone had seen the footage. Even college kids who didn't know Sharpe's NFL days were quoting Williams' one-liners in dorms. So where's Shannon Sharpe now, and can he claw his way back? If he's really fled, the lawsuit could haunt him, with judges eyeing his absence as a guilty plea. Returning means facing a PR gauntlet: humility, a clear story, and years to rebuild trust. Some fans bet on a Tiger Woods-style comeback, citing Woods' recovery after 2009, but others say dodging the spotlight burns bridges faster than the allegations. Katt Williams, meanwhile, is riding high, with Flight Chronicles poised to dominate charts. Will he drop another bombshell, or is he milking the drama for clout? The accuser's case hangs on evidence, but the court of public opinion doesn't wait. Sharpe's club Shay fans are split, half preaching innocence, half demanding he step up. One thing's certain, this saga's got more chapters. Drop your take below. Is Sharpe running scared or planning a comeback? Smash subscribe and hit the bell, because wherever Unc lands, we're covering every twist.